My dog, Ranger, is more than just a pet. He's a trained service animal who's been with me for years, through deployments, long nights, and the rough times that followed. He knows when I'm anxious, senses when I'm on edge, and grounds me in ways no medication ever could. To me, he's family, and in the eyes of the law, he's protected. But try explaining that to Karen. I was out walking Ranger one morning, enjoying the crisp air, when I noticed her white SUV crawling down the street like a shark circling prey. Sure enough, she stopped, rolled down her window, and barked. That animal is in violation of HOA bylaws. Pets must be under 40 pounds, non-aggressive breeds, and leashed at all times. I've received complaints. You'll need to surrender him immediately. Ranger, a calm German shepherd, sat obediently by my side. He didn't so much as twitch an ear at her shrill voice. Karen, I said evenly, he's a service dog. None of your rules apply here. She smirked. Service dog, emotional support dog, it's all the same excuse. Unless you can show me a permit, he's coming with me. I've already scheduled animal control. I almost laughed. You think you can just take someone's service animal because you don't like how he looks? Not just me, she said smugly. The HOA board voted unanimously. We've given you written notice. If you don't comply, the county will. That's when Ranger leaned gently against my leg, sensing my frustration. His steady weight reminded me to breathe. I smiled down at him, then back at her. Well, I hope your board is ready for what comes next. 2 days later, just as promised, animal control showed up, accompanied by 2 deputies. Karen strutted behind them, binder in hand, grinning ear to ear. There he is, she declared, pointing at Ranger as though he were some wild beast. That's the animal. Seize him. He's a violation of bylaws and a threat to community safety. The officer looked at Ranger, who sat calmly wagging his tail. Ma'am, he doesn't look dangerous. Don't be fooled, Karen snapped. It's a German shepherd. He'll bite the children. The rules say he has to go. That's when I produced my folder official documentation from the Department of Veterans Affairs, my doctor, and Ranger's certification papers. This is Ranger, I said firmly. He is a federally recognized service animal under the ADA. That means no HOA, no board, and no self-appointed neighborhood dictator has any authority to remove him. The deputies examined the documents carefully. One nodded. He's right. Service animals are protected. You can't enforce weight or breed restrictions against them. Karen's face twisted. But the bylaws. Federal law trumps your bylaws. The deputy cut in. You've overstepped, ma'am. Big time. I wasn't done. In fact, by harassing me and threatening to seize Ranger, you've exposed your HOA to a lawsuit. Disability discrimination isn't just frowned upon, it's actionable. And I assure you, I will be filing. Karen's smug expression collapsed. Why you wouldn't? Oh, I would, I said, my voice calm. And when I do, the damages will make every one of your HOA dues look like pocket change. The animal control officer crouched to pet Ranger, who licked his hand politely. Honestly, this is one of the best trained dogs I've seen. You should be proud. I am, I said, scratching Ranger behind the ears. And he's not going anywhere. The deputies turned to Karen. Ma'am, if you keep filing false reports or interfering with this service animal, you'll be the one facing charges. Do we understand each other? She opened and closed her mouth like a fish, then stormed back to her SUV, slamming the door so hard it rattled. That evening, Ranger curled up at my feet as I sat on the porch, watching the sun dip below the horizon. I couldn't help but smile. Karen had tried to use her binder and bylaws to tear apart something sacred, but she failed because the law was on my side. Ranger isn't just my dog. He's my partner, my protector, my anchor, and no HOA in the world can take that away.